do that clapping thing. Hey everybody up here, welcome to the Haha tonight. I'm so happy that y'all are here. Sure, okay. Thank you. If you do not know where you're at the Haha, which is a stand-up comedy show. If you did not come for a stand-up comedy show and just wanted a regular night at OCAS, I'm sorry. This is not what you're getting. You're instead going to be getting six lovely comedians. You're getting six lovely comedians performing stand-up comedy for you, which is going to be great. This show is also a profit share, so if you're not currently eating or drinking something, you're wrong. There are chairs up here for people who are currently funneling in. I see. Okay, you can also sit in the back. There's 3 lovely chairs up here, which I'll keep pointing out throughout the show. This is a charity profit share, everyone. So that we are supporting Transcend Aliments. Transcend Aliments is a community-led initiative created to form opportunities that inspire a sense of belonging for LGBTQI+ and gender-expansive folks of any age, race, and ability in Alamance County. We provide links to local resources with available support groups and safe and affirming spaces to meet, engage, and be heard. Hey friend, if you're gonna talk, can you move to the bar side? Hi, thank you. This is a show. Just pointing it out. But yeah, you're all welcome here to laugh at some awesome comics. So yeah, that's a charity profit share. We're also doing an open mic tonight for the first time. So we still have, I think, 2 slots left for that. If you'd like to participate in the open mic, this is an open mic for comedy. If you'd like to sing, please go find acapella. I'm sure they'd be happy to have you. Anyways, that's all the things I have for the beginning. Again, my name is Arno, and I'm going to intro our first comic. Our first comic is a dear friend of mine and my co-producer, the winner of the Adam Sandler Lookalike Contest of 2022. Give it up for Benji Stern.
How's everyone doing tonight? Awesome. Do we have any couples in the house tonight? Anybody spending their date night at the Haha? Yes. I personally am coming up on my 1-year anniversary. It is 1 year of waking up every single morning next to my CPAP machine. Yeah, nothing says romance like a bedside Darth Vader. It's not that great. But for those of you who don't know, CPAP means continuous positive airway pressure. It sounds really medical, but basically it just means that it's a mask that makes you sound like Bane, and you just drool into your pillow all night. So it's really a buzzkill, you know? Like, I'm trying to get it on, and I have to sound like a Batman supervillain. Like, hey, you really adopted the darkness. I was born in it. Want to take your top off? Not that one. Great. Yeah, so if anyone finds out how to make a CPAP sexy, please let me know, because I do need the help. But they're actually really hard to get. They make it really hard to get a CPAP machine. First of all, I had to sign up for an appointment, which is already embarrassing. But then I'm sitting in the waiting room, and there are these 2 ancient-looking people. And I think they were a couple because they were sharing an oxygen tank, and which is kind of cute. But I don't think it's a great idea. Like, I've been in arguments with my girlfriend before, and if she had access to my airflow, it is over. Yeah, it's brutal. And then, they take me out of the waiting room, and they put me in the exam room, and they make me go through all these tests. And so, first they put me in this airtight box, just clear box, and there's like a plastic tube in front of me. And they stick me in this room with this guy in a beige shirt, beige pants, and not like scrubs, like not like a nurse, just like he woke up that morning and said, I'm gonna wear beige, just all beige. And that was his outfit. And so he looked at me, and he says, blow. I'm like, blow? He said, blow. I'm like, sir. Okay. And I blew, because I wasn't about to get Jeffrey Dahmer that day. But yeah, I had to also do one of those at-home sleep studies where they like wire up, this machine and like measure your brain activity. Apparently there's not a lot going on up there. No, really, because Apparently, I'm waking up 21 times per hour, which is about every 3 minutes. It's basically my brain, I stop breathing, my brain shocks my heart goes, wake the fuck up, buddy. And I don't like being called buddy, you know? It's condescending. And I feel like if you're gonna call me buddy and shock me awake, that's toxic. That's a toxic relationship. I don't mess with that. But yeah, I haven't gotten REM sleep for like 2 years. Like no dreams, just choke, snore, repeat. All the time. But yeah, I brought my CPAP with me to New York this summer. Anybody from New York? I wasn't gonna talk about it anyway. I actually do.
Wait. That's expensive, I think. Coming out of your pay. Great job. How'd that go? That work?
Ooh.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was actually going to bring you to the beautiful city of Baltimore. My roommate, that's him over there in the Michigan shirt. You'll hear more about him in a second. He took me to his siblings' b'nai mitzvah.
Yeah.
His siblings, twin siblings, very cute. They got bar mitzvahed, and the best thing was they had the bubble soccer. Anybody play bubble soccer? Yeah. Woo! Gotta love it. Yeah, I love it because those kids have been cheating in dodgeball that whole time, and so I got in the bubble and I just ran and like a juggernaut, just going into these 12-year-olds. Nothing makes you feel like a man. Like running into a bunch of But yeah, that bar mitzvah was awesome. It was actually my first time drinking at a b'nai mitzvah, and let me tell you, it makes it so much better. So much better. We ended up had a few drinks, started betting on the kids. Like, there were some ping pong matches going. We were betting on like who would be the kid who would start like breakdancing and thinks he was really cool, and then he just sort of like spazzes out in the middle of the dance floor. One kid, he did it. He was a little weirdo, but yeah. Yeah, we also we took a shot every time that a kid got rejected from a slow dance. Got very drunk. It was actually a really fun night. But yeah, they they have bar mitzvah montages, like videos of the kids and like everybody you don't know at the bar mitzvah. It's really actually the worst experience. But the montage wasn't even working, and my roommate decided to go up on stage and tell everybody about the last time he pooped his pants. Tell me where that is a good idea. I don't know, but I thought that would kill, honestly. Like, these middle schoolers, they should have really enjoyed that. Silent, kind of like it is right now. I gotta go clean my CPAP. So thank you guys for your time, and see you next time.
Benji, come get your water. Benji, please come get your water. Benji, this is your water. Hey, everybody, give it up for Benji again. If anyone was wondering, I was the kid who would break dance on the bar mitzvah floor. And I was not good at it. I'm not going to do anything else on this. I'm just going to introduce our next comic. Our next comic has a healthy obsession with John Mulaney. She is our associate producer, whatever that means. I'm looking at the management over here to explain to me that role. They can't. Okay, our next comic is Give It Up for Megan Gruber.
I'm just going to call this out right now. I don't have transitions for these bits, so we're just going to have to collectively decide to move on after each one ends.
Nice.
Fun fact, the way that you can spot a good comedian is when they have to call that out in the beginning of their set. There's a lot of tension going on in the country right now, and I just want to say, honestly, I blame my mom. Yeah, a few years ago, I was talking to her about what it was like growing up in the 70s, and I mentioned how fun I thought that would be. And then she went, when I was a little girl, I used to fantasize about being alive during the Revolutionary War. That is not the same thing as what I just said. The 70s had Fleetwood Mac and the Brady Bunch. The Revolutionary War had monarchies and measles. So I'm pretty sure she manifested their return. Speaking of measles, for Halloween, I wanted to go as the scariest thing that I could think of. So I'm going as RFK Jr. If anybody has any ideas on how to make me look like a decaying old man, please do let me know. At a previous show, I mentioned that last year I lost 5 friendships. I am happy to report that one of them has been found. Woo! He was in the cabinet because I told him that we were playing hide and seek, and I didn't look for him. In other news, did you guys know that you can get your babysitting certificate taken away? Because I did not. The other 4 were different. The other 4 were because they said that I don't know how to take accountability, but I just think it's weird that they all had the same exact misperception. I mean, what are the odds of that? I found out recently that they got really mad about me making that joke, which reminds me of those people in class that are just like, I know that what you just said makes sense, but I'm going to debate you for the next hour and a half for no reason, using exclusively big words that I don't know, and ruin everybody's day. The fun thing is that they don't know how I heard about their reaction to the joke. Turns out that one of them is a spy. Yeah. No, but I do wish them well, honestly, because I found out recently that a few years ago, apparently one of them, this is a real quote, they said, "I feel like a side character in a story about Megan's life." Which at first I was like, glad she knows. But then I thought about it more, and honestly, she should have higher standards. I know I'm cool, but I'm not like main character cool. I'm more like Ross from Friends. Like, you don't mind when he's around, but every time they have a storyline about him, it's kind of like, can we not? When I was younger, I used to think that God could speak to me. I went to both church and synagogue, and what they told me at both was basically, hey, you have to listen to the message of God. He's gonna try to like tell you what's going on. And so I thought that my thoughts was God speaking to me. Jesus. Like I thought that he was like, hey, if you don't turn this lock 3 times, I'm gonna kill your family. Turns out that's just OCD. So, not religion-based, but it does make me question what the Pope's thoughts are like. I was meticulous with the locks. Like, my parents would walk in and be like, what are you doing? And I'd just be like, I'm saving you! Leave me alone! God's a lot more evil than I thought he'd be. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, why did I think that I was special enough that God was singling me out, you know, threatening to kill my family? Well, if you were a little me, I thought that maybe I was a prophet. I don't think that anymore, because I can't even count 2-digit numbers without using my fingers. So, you know. My family is very supportive of me doing comedy, which is nice, but it also makes me think that, like, they gave up hope for me having success years ago. You know, like, if you go to your parents and you're like, hey, my life plan is going to be comedy, and their reaction is, yes, spread those creative wings, they never expected you to be going to college. They're supportive, and when I tell people that, people don't expect comedians to have supportive families. So I tell people, and they're kind of like, oh, were you not loved as a kid, or what's going on? And I have to be like, no. Actually, the opposite. Loved too much. And now I think that everybody wants to hear my opinion. I actually know for a fact that not everybody does, because a few years ago, This is when I was 16, okay? This is like the second time that I ever did comedy. I was at an open mic, and afterward, this guy came up to me, fully grown man, came up to me, and he goes, "Why do you think anyone wants to hear what you have to say?" I don't know. Why did you just sit through my 10-minute set? Nobody made you do that. Kind of seems like you wanted to hear what I have to say. Thank you guys so much.
Give it up for Megan Gruber. Okay. I'm wondering, who's in this audience? Cheer if you're, I don't know, first year. Do we have any first years in here? We have one first year. We gotta do better. Let's see, any seniors in the audience tonight? Yeah, what's your post-grad plan? And that's how you quiet a crowd. Hey juniors, any in the audience tonight? So why aren't you abroad? That's the only thing to ask them. Oh, this mic is under a table. Can we move that? That's just a trap. I'm gonna knock that drink over. No, I'm scared to knock over that drink. That's a waste of a drink. And then I guess sophomores? Any sophomores in here? I have no questions for you. I don't really care what you're doing. And then I'll do this because we have to. The biggest supporters of ESTV is always... Is there any AE Pie brothers in the audience tonight? They're on everything. Other people exist too, but I also don't care. And that's the end of that. Our next comic is funny. I wrote all these intros. Our next comic is funny. Trust me, this is not the time to go to the bathroom. Give it up for Harry.
Back at the Ha-Ha. I did the show last year. I did some jokes about my weight, and people like that. I was like, I don't like my body, and the audience was like, we also don't like your body. No, but I'm losing weight now. I've lost 20 pounds so far. No, don't clap. Don't clap. There's so much more to go. Oh my God. Yeah, I realized I had to make a change when I saw a shirtless picture of DJ Khaled. I was like, damn, that's me. We the worst. I am losing weight now, and my main motivation for losing weight has nothing to do with health. Being fat has kept me from doing something that I really enjoy, and that is bullying fat people. Because you can't be 300 pounds and be talking shit about a guy who's 400 pounds. Because thin people will look at the two of you and be like, that's the same person. But the way thin people see it, you're either fat or you're skinny. But the way fat people will see it, there are different tiers of fat. Or as I call them, weight classes. I went on Ozempic because I saw what it did for Lizzo. Dude, Lizzo's a big inspiration of mine. I don't know if you know. When she made that song about taking a DNA test and being 100% that bitch, it inspired me to take a DNA test. And what I found was I was not 100% that bitch. I am, however, 12% Polish. And to me, that's the same thing. Yeah, no, I thought I was gonna have to fucking fight the doctor to go on Ozempic. Not at all. He walked in with the prescription already written. I was like, how did you know? He was like, I smelled the casserole from the Also, the nurses at the weight loss doctor's office are way too nice. One of them looked at me and was like, this isn't your fault. I was like, have you been feeding me in my sleep? Another thing about the weight loss doctor's office is that there's two chairs in the actual office. There's like a normal sized chair, which I guess is like for your +1. And then there's a chair that's very clearly for the patient. This is a wide chair, dude. I think they just stole a park bench. Anyways, I sat in it and it fit like a glove. I was like, can I take this home with me? The thing about Ozempic is that it needs to be refrigerated. And there was one week that I ran out of room in my fridge because I had so much food. I was like, I'm gonna have to throw out the Ozempic. That's the only way I'm gonna make room for this chocolate cake. So I ran out of room in my fridge, so I put it in my floor's communal fridge, and people were not happy about that. I felt bad. I was like, you guys can take one if you want. I got a lot of pushback from my friends for taking Ozempic. They were like, you're taking the easy way out. And I was like, of course. I don't know if you know this, but fat people are not known for our great work ethic and discipline. I've been thinking about the history of fat people lately. I want to know more about my people. The first fat lady in history, I believe, was Adele. And she's not even fat anymore. She switched over. She's a good person now. No, but like, she's such a good singer that people just agreed to listen to the music with their eyes closed. They were like, the song is great, but don't look at the album cover. You guys know those I Beat Anorexia t-shirts? They have I Beat Obesity t-shirts, but they sell them in up to a 2XL. That feels like cheating. All right, that's it for me. Thank you guys.
Give it up for Harry, everybody. Woo! I'm actually 5 months on Ozempic, and I think it's going pretty well. So if you like that, and you think, I think I'm funny, but I don't know where to start. If you look on your little tables there's a lovely QR code that says stand-up comedy workshops. You could learn how to do this. It's not hard. This is not a hard job. We get up here and take all the attention, and it's great. It's better than crack. Anyways, I highly recommend trying out our stand-up workshops. It's just an interest form. I teach them. It's a great time, and you'll learn more information. Besides that, is everyone put their drinks in the air? Show me that you have a drink. Okay, this is proof. If you don't have a drink right now, you hate charity. Yeah, and everyone's seeing you, and it's really embarrassing. So please go get a drink. It's supporting Transcend Alamance, a local, lovely organization supporting LGBTQIA+ individuals. But besides that, I did bring up the right form. Our next comic can do 3 backflips in a row, as long as he is in a pool. I also wrote that, so I don't even know if that's true. Give it up for Jack Spiegle.
Thank you for everyone for coming. That is a tough act to follow. But thank you everyone for coming. For people on Instagram Live, hello, there's 5 people and it's all my family. Hi, hope you guys are doing well. Speaking about Instagram recently added a new feature where with the click of a button, you can repost anything that you see. Awesome feature if you want to post a recipe. However, I'm human, you guys are human. We get inappropriate content from time to time. I am deathly scared that I'm gonna repost something like that. And I'm scared because I've seen that happen. I'm scrolling through Instagram when all of a sudden I see a post with a caption that says, how many times a month does a man need to have physical intimacy? That is such a crazy, disturbing thing for my dad to repost. I wish that was not a true story. Hi, Dad. He could have just DM'd that to my mom instead of sharing it with his 56 followers. That would have saved us all the hassle. No, but like, I'm scared. What if one day I repost OnlyFans content or something like that? But I was researching this joke. I don't actually subscribe, but I was researching this joke, and lead star, her name's Sophie Rain, she announced that on September 30th, she's going to be donating all of her revenue to charity. Do you guys think Elon would give me service hours for jerking off? I was talking to my accountant. He said I could get a tax write-off for buying an OnlyFans subscription. No, that's dumb of me. I'm silly. No, I want another silly. I want to become romantic. A few years ago, I was a camp counselor, and there was this girl I liked. She was a counselor. And at the end of the summer, they had a banquet dinner for us, and I wanted to ask her out. However, she asked me out first. She sent me on a scavenger hunt throughout camp. It was really sweet, and the last piece of the puzzle was a note asking me to go to the bank with her. Now I gotta step my game up. Pulled some strings. I got her a cameo of a Kermit the Frog impersonator. Will you go with Jack to the banquet? He is such a great guy. No, that's shitty of me. Speaking about shit, has anyone seen the Poop Cruise documentary on Netflix? Yeah! Awesome documentary. For those of you who don't know, it's a carnival cruise, and on the way back from the journey, halfway through in the middle of the ocean, the whole ship breaks down, nothing's working. After a few days, the toilets start overflowing, there's manure in the hallways. It's disgusting, and this was really sad because this is how I learned that there's no such thing as a poop deck. Back in the Viking days, there used to be poop decks, and then Carnival Cruise decided to replace that with a casino. I got some laughs. I asked ChatGPT if I should say that joke, and they said no, so I'll take it. So it's pretty middle ground there. Football's on tonight. I appreciate anyone skipping the Bills-Dolphins game to be here. One of the cool things about football is fantasy football. One of the great things about fantasy football is that for your team name, you'll take a player on your team and you'll make a pun out of that name. I got Brock Bowers on my team. He's the tight end of the Raiders. My team name, Bombardio Brockadillo. Anyone here play fantasy football? Woo! Who's your starting quarterback? Bo Nix. Man, it really smells on this cruise. Is there at least any good basketball to watch? Bo, just the Knicks. Anyone else play fantasy football?
Daniels.
Who's your quarterback in the back corner?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, more like Jaden Dingleberry. Any other fantasy football players in the crowd? Who's your quarterback? Dak Prescott. That's not good. You have a bad team. Anyone else? Back corner.
Justin Herbert. Yeah.
Still, he's not a top 10 quarterback. Anyone else? We'll do one more. Patrick Mahomes. Oh man, it really smells here. I want to go to my home. No, I'm sorry. That was bad of me. 9/11 was last week.
Are you clapping for 9/11?
That's good. You guys clap, so we can all agree 9/11 was bad, right? What we can't agree on was the motives behind 9/11. Some say it was George Bush who did it. ChatGPT said it was Al-Qaeda's response to U.S. troops in the Middle East. Here's what actually happened. So in the year 2000, for those of you who don't know, 9/11, it happens every year, but the main 9/11 was in 2001. So in the year 2000, in September, in New York City, was something called the Millennium Summit. This is the largest modern gathering of world leaders. George Bush goes up to the mic, he's like, hey guys, before we start doing politics and shit, let's do an icebreaker. Let's get to know each other. You're going to say your name, what country you represent, your years in office, and let's do a fun one. How about you say what animal you want to be? Hi guys, my name's George. I'm from the US of A. This is my first year as the president of the States, and if I could be any animal, I would want to be a golden retriever because they're really happy. Pass it to Mike. Hey guys, my name is Vlad, short for Vladimir. I'm president of Russia. This is year number 3 for me. And I would want to be a tortoise because they live for 200 years. Pass it to Mike. Hey guys, my name's Osama, short for Osama bin Laden. I'm from Al-Qaeda. This is my 13th year in power, man. Time really does fly. And if I could be any animal, I would be the northern cardinal because it's a red bird, it's beautiful, and it can fly. George Bush grabs the mic like, gosh, what a stupid answer. Don't you know that the northern cardinal's infamous for mistaking itself in a mirror? What are you, flying into windows or something? Why aren't you laughing? Okay, so before I go, I'm kind of curious of the gender makeup in this room. Can all the guys please raise their hand? Okay, interesting. You can put your hands down now. Can all the ladies in the room please raise your hand? Okay, now keep your hands where you are. Nope, don't put your hand out. Simon says put your hand back up. I had a date party in an hour, and I don't have a date. Okay, all of you, the game hasn't started yet. I'll let you guys know when you put your hands down. So I have a date party in an hour, and I'm gonna ask you guys a series of questions. And even though all your hands are already down, I'm gonna turn around And when I turn around, let's say you have someone special in your life, or you don't want to go on a date with a guy that just spent 2 minutes talking about 9/11, you can put your hands down, even though they're already done, but I'm still going through with the joke. Alright, so I'm going to say some fun facts about myself. Fun fact number 1 is that my junior year of high school, I volunteered with kids with special needs. It was just to boost my resume, however, they didn't know that. Fun fact number 2 is I know every word to the LeBron James Man in the Mirror remix. I'll sing it to you after the show if you put your hand up. And if your hand's currently down and you want to put your hand back up after I say this fun fact, you might want to. Can I get a drum roll, please? I just said 10,000 trophies in Clash Royale. 3, 2, 1. Okay, only dudes with their hands up, my friends. I know you're in a relationship too. I appreciate it. Kind of expected this would happen. Hurts a lot more in person. Do we have security footage of who put their hand down last? No?
We have all the footage.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys. Have a great night.
I'm excited to go to a date party. I'll go. Or what is it, A.E. Pie's date party? I'll fit right in. Dear God, who clapped for 9/11? Shame. It was a tragedy. Anyways, I'm not gonna do anything else. Our next comic might be overqualified to be performing in this show. Come on, you do other shows, like it's this guy. He has performed at Good Nights Comedy Club. He has performed at the Ultimate Comedy Show. He's done a lot more things than our little show over here. Give it up for E-Man.
Hey, give it up for your host, Adam, man. Putting this together. Give it up for him, bro. And then give it up for the comedians that you've seen so far, man. Comedy. Also, one more for Oak House and the owner, Phil, for letting us do this. And Adam forgot the PT students that are here. Yeah. All right, I think that's everybody. All right, cool. Yeah, and Ethan over there. Yeah. All right, we're doing it. We're here. Yeah, that's why we do it. We do it for the people. I love doing comedy, man. I always dream of performing for places like Elon. You know, Elon is. I love Elon, man. Elon is. Elon's it's a place, you know, it's a location, you know. I drive by here all the time, I'm like, look, there it is. It's right there, you know, can't miss it. It's great, man. I love being a student here, man, but I do get the question a lot of like, oh my gosh, you go to Elon, what's something cool about it? I'm like, well, we got fountains, we got 3 of them, actually. We got a 2-story gym. He was like, wow, it must be massive. Like, well, you would think. I'm like, we got a train. We got a train. That's pretty cool. He's like, yeah. They're like, whoa. Is there like a train stop at the school? It's like, nah. It goes straight through the school. Doesn't even slow down. Doesn't even. I waved at it, and I think they sped up. I was like, hey, and I think I saw one of the passengers go, hey, there's a weirdo waving at me. Can we just go faster? Like, yeah. All right, cool. You guys are gonna be fun. Let's have some fun. Let's see where this goes. Who's drinking tonight? Make some noise.
Hopefully everyone.
they should be studying. Yeah. I love drinking with white people. You guys will take care of me. I love it. I'll be at your house and Steve's gonna be like, E-Man, you're staying here tonight, mister. You're not driving. Staying here tonight. I'm like, we just met, but okay. Little different drinking with Mexicans. We'll be like, hey, vato, you're staying here tonight, fool? I'm like, yeah, I live here. We all do. We really, this whole party lives in this small trailer. Man, I do want to go out drinking more and partying, but dude, at my age, all my friends have responsibilities, bro. Like I'll be calling them up, be like, yo, Mike, you trying to go out, bro? You trying to go out to the bars? He'd be like, I have a mortgage. I have a kid and a wife. I know marriage is a joke to you, E-Man, but I take mine very serious. I'm like, bro, this is your third one. This ain't even your kid. You need alcohol now more than ever, man. I like the person I become when I drink, man. I'm very supportive. Like, one of my best friends got married, but it was a dry wedding. He was like, E-Man, she's amazing. I'm like, she kind of sucks. He's like, you understand, I love her. He's like, yeah, but why? She don't do it. And then she say no to you at the first proposal? Like, this is embarrassing. Now imagine the same wedding with alcohol. Bro, I knew eventually she'd come along. Bro, you guys are perfect together. That was funnier in my head, but anybody got kids?
This is a college show. None of us have kids.
We got one. I do want kids someday. I do want kids. Like, I've been raising my little cousin, and it's not going well. The dude got caught stealing from the self-checkout lane, and as his parent, I was pissed because I never been caught. Like, what you doing, primo? Everybody knows if you want to steal from the self-checkout lane, you buy 3 items and you steal 1. That way, if you get caught, you can always just be like, oh, sorry, officer, I forgot to pay for the TV. I didn't see it. Dude, I used to steal so much that now when I do pay for groceries, I get excited when they check my receipts. I'm like, look, I did it. I'm one of y'all, I'm a citizen. One of my exes had a kid, and you know, everything was going well. Me and the kid got along. It was going well until one night me and the kid were playing Legos, and he called me dad.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Freaked out, man. I didn't know what to think. Part of me was like, just leave, take the Legos and leave. I paid for these kids. I actually bought them, you know. I actually stole them, but 3-1 number. Dude, I know some of y'all are laughing, but like, and it's messed up, but look, I wasn't ready to be a dad, dude. I was only 18. I can't be responsible for a 15-year-old. I see him in school every day. I can't. The smart kid taking senior classes. I can't discipline that genius. He's like, what am I gonna say? Hey, you finished your homework? Cause I need help with mine. That's funny. You guys are cool, man. You guys a couple here? No?
Very much
No? Gay? Yeah? Hell yeah. I got it, still got it. Hell yeah. Are you straight? I don't know how else to ask this.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Are you single?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta find you somebody. Let's see. Who here is single? Raise your hand. Where? Y'all are pointing everywhere. I don't see. Oh, Ethan. Oh, Ethan, he's amazing. You like beards?
Yeah. Good.
Oh, he shaved. He'll go back. You guys are fun. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So you're dating, I'm assuming, right?
No.
You're not?
It's a long story.
It's a long story.
I don't okay, we got time.
I have a bunch of like weird situationships.
Oh, you like to have fun. Well, gosh darn it, this is college. This is the perfect time to do that. Hell yeah. What's your name? Lena? Pleasure to meet you, Lena. Thank you for playing along. Good, keep up the work. Well, I'm single. All right, y'all calm down. Professional, act professional. I'm bad at dating though. I'm really bad at it, y'all. Like I'm really bad at taking hints from women. Like, this one girl was like, hey, after class, can I come over so we can work on homework? I'm like, you're not even in my class. I'm like, but maybe she needs friends, so I guess you can come. But she started judging my room, y'all. She was like, hey, how come you don't have a comforter? I don't even have bed sheets. Kept on giving me more and more hints. She was like, if there's no comforter or bed sheets, how am I supposed to sleep here tonight? How long do you plan on studying, girl? I got stuff to do, you know, I ain't got time for this, but I did learn one thing about women. That y'all like a comfortable environment to go home to, right? Right? Yeah. You know, so now whenever I hit on women at bars, I just lie. I'm like, hey, I got a comforter. I got bed sheets, and I just got an ottoman. ¿Cómo estás? She'd be like, oh my God, he's European, he's so cultural. Oh man, one of my buddies would always brag about having women over at his place. And I'm like, dude, that's easy when you live out of your car. You know, like, he'd be calling me up, he's like, hey man, you want me to pick you up, bro? I got 2 baddies in the back seat. I'm like, bro, shut up, you work for Uber. Like, what are you talking about? But you said 2 baddies? Like, I'm trying to communicate more with women, you know, trying to work on that. I was at the mechanic and one lady pulled in and she was trying to put oil into her car. So I went up to her just very kindly. I was like, excuse me, miss, do you need any help? But she got all defensive. She was like, are you coming to help me because I'm a woman, a helpless woman? I was like, nah, I'm coming to help because I work here. And that's a Tesla. You don't put oil in it. She was like, you work here? Prove it. I was like, yeah, I'll show you my credentials. You see that sign that says, "Se habla español"? That's me. Hola, señora. I know some of y'all are laughing, but it did make me think, like, maybe that was a little sexist on my half. Like, maybe I shouldn't assume that every woman needs help, you know? Because I was in another situation at the gym. This girl was on the bench press and she had all this weight. She got stuck, you know. I wanted to help, but in my head I was like, never assume, never assume. She ended up throwing the weight off, got mad at me. She came up to me. She was like, why didn't you come help me? I was like, you expect me to help because I'm a man? Is that what it is? She's like, no, I expect you to help because you're my personal trainer. My fault, I forgot I was on the clock. Hey, you guys have been great. I gotta go. I gotta bring up the next comedian. Alright, start clapping, start getting loud for your last comedian. You guys ready? Hell yeah. Alright, start clapping up for your host and your last comedian. The guy with the coolest bucket hat. Make some noise for Adam.
Hello. I also tell jokes. Thank you, everyone. I mean, I really could thank everyone, but E-Man kind of did that part. Thank you, Phil, for having us all out here. And thank you all for coming to the show. I'm so happy that you came. And yeah, it's all you. Did you say ew? Did you say ew? Okay. Anyways, what's happened recently? Let's see. My birthday was recently. Thank you. Thank you. The only reason you mentioned that at a show is for that gift you gave me, which was free applause. I didn't work for that. I just didn't die. It's not a hard thing to do. I mean, nowadays it's a little harder, which is kind of hard. No, I turned 23, which also, yeah, that is the proper that's the proper reaction. Turning 20, no one cares. 21 is kind of like the last age that matters. Because at 21 you can start drinking. Then you turn 22 and it's like, oh, I guess it's my Taylor Swift year. After that, you turn 25, ooh, you can rent a car. At 26, ooh, I'm off my parents' insurance. It's not much. And then here's the big one, at 35, you can run for president. And at 70, you can actually become president. A political joke. I didn't know an outdoor education major knew how to make those. And I don't. That's gonna be the only one I make tonight. I don't want to end up like Kimmel. And it is sad. Though I did turn 23, and something that I'll tell you about turning 23 is you have to start caring. And not like about, getting a job or the important things. No. I can't eat and drink whatever I want anymore. I kid you not. I woke up after my 23rd birthday, hung over, and I didn't even drink. I just had a lot of lo mein. You're saying I have to watch out what I eat? For how long? 60 fucking years? Just put me in the ground now. That is not an indicator that you need to submit a care report after this, by the way. I think that's an important thing to say, because that's happened. Somebody submitted a care report for me recently. I was like, that's rude. Don't care. No, turning 23 and being, I'm a senior, and I already know who the other seniors are. We've already clapped them. I'm a regular senior, not a super senior. I have no powers. But being 23 and a senior and turning that to a first year, they look at you like you just escaped the geriatric ward, like, oh my God, you're so old. Do you need me to call someone for you? They look at you like I'm about to collapse on the floor, and I will if I have too much lo mein. Something else. So I think it's very important to be honest in comedy. That's kind of where, and I'm gonna be honest with you because we're family here. This is not my natural hair color. I know, you thought I was part truffeletry. But in fact, I am very respectful of the truffle culture, and I do enjoy a truffle of fruit with the brown barbaloots, but I am in fact just queer. In proper queer fashion, I did not get this done professionally. I got it done by a friend. And the friend's in front of me. It wasn't this friend who did it the first time. The friend who did it the first time is queer and traumatized. So they're basically a professional. They've been dyeing their hair a long time. If you go to somebody who's dyed their hair and ask if they're okay, 9 times out of 10 they'll say no. I am the 1 out of 10. I'm the one dentist who didn't agree. No, when I was going to do this originally, I was getting very non-committal. It's something I want to do. I was getting very non-committal. I was getting a haircut soon. I was just going to put dye on top of it. I wasn't going to bleach it. I wear a lot of hats. You only get people to see it in the sunlight. And yet everyone in my family had an opinion. So instead of just doing a little bit of splat dye, I added a bit of spite into my hair, and I think I wear it lovely. There is spite in these locks. It was kind of part of my queer journey was dyeing my hair, because being queer means you're always coming out. What that means for straight people is there's something called heteronormativity, which is like the standard, and then you have to tell people you're not the standard, and that's coming out. And you're doing this all the time, until you dye your hair. And then people just kind of know. And it is a stereotype, but it's true. It's like, you don't look at me and it's like, oh, that person probably only likes women. No. If you dye your hair like this, and you're straight, you've probably had to come out as straight at some point. Imagine me hanging out with somebody of the same sex, and I'm like, hey, I've been having a lot of fun hanging out with you, and I know we both really like chaperone, but I just have to tell you, I'm straight. No way. But I thought, it's okay. That happens more than you think. On the other side. No, I haven't had, it's easier to flirt with gay people when you have dyed hair, because you just, again, already know. You have no idea how many people are talking to me at the bars. It's none, because I have no game. But like, if I did, I'm sure more would be talking to me. Coming out isn't like a part of being queer. So when I came out to my brother first, I did it in a knock-knock joke. I told him, hey Elliot, why did the chicken cross the road? Because, who gives a fuck, I'm bi. It wasn't my best work. I was still a young comedian on this one, but I got the point across. Keep in mind, this was a text sent to him on WhatsApp while he was in Vietnam. And he was like, oh cool. That was his response, oh cool. Thanks Elliot for that one. And I've come out to like a lot of my people and all my family, and they've all been very supportive of me, especially my father. He's very supportive. It doesn't mean he understands. There's a difference between like understanding things and supporting things. Because like he'll do weird things. Like I was dating a girl when I was in Denmark, and he called me after my first date and said, oh, how's my homosexual turned heterosexual son doing? I'm like, Dad, you went to Georgia Tech for math. Bi means 2. And it comes up like even weirder spots, so for Hanukkah, my dad gets all of the kids bottles of alcohol, because we're Jewish and that's how we deal with everything. And so for my brother, he gets him a nice aged bourbon. For my sister, he gets like a nice Crystal Skull tequila, that's pretty fancy. And for me, his bisexual son, blue raspberry Smirnoff. So I think one step up from drinking Listerine. Like if Windex was a drink, don't drink Windex. I think I should have to say, do not drink. Hey, are you gonna drink Windex? Oh, thank God. He'll be fine. Everyone else won't be. No, I was like, Dad, why? He's like, oh, it just seems like something you would enjoy. Oh, I would enjoy? Just me, for no reason. Dad, if a man ordered that at a bar, I would know I could go home with him. And it wouldn't be hard. Look at the hair. And if he was drinking that shit, it would not be hard. No, my dad is on, I hope my dad's on the live stream. The live stream is on my personal Instagram account. In fact, there's some stuff happened where I had to do it, and now it's on my personal account. And when I posted about that, the entirety of Jack Spiegle's family now follows my personal Instagram account. So I'm really happy that I got 5 more followers. That's a lot of people. None of them are together in the same room, like to be able to watch on one phone. No, it has to be 5 different people who are going to be excited for my photos not looking at the camera or dancing videos. I don't know what they're going to do. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. It's been a great show. Oh my God. Yes, it's been a great time, and I'm really happy we're going to get money to Terrence sent out of it. It was great. Oh my God. Yes, it's been a great time, and